Alright guys, today I got another video for you. I went to REI, they're the sporting goods store here in town, and I'm sure they're a national chain. I'm sure you got one near you. This is their logo, their bag, and their recreational equipment is what their RE stands for. So anyways, I bought this shirt there from a company that I hadn't heard of before. I thought it was interesting product, interesting construction, something worthwhile looking at. Was an expensive shirt, $51.60, so it's not was not cheap, to say the least. So let's take a look at it and see if it really has that value in it, and get into the nitty gritty here. So basically, this is a cotton poly shirt. It's Supima cotton, 70%, 30% what they call Runterra Bio Polyester. So the polyester is by 37.5 degrees, which translates to, that's degrees Celsius, which is about 99.5 degrees Fahrenheit, I think. The ideal, what they say the ideal body temperature is, and that the shirt triggers its thermal control, heating or cooling, based upon that 37.5 degree, what they quote as stable point. So when you get above that, you feel hot. When you get below that, you feel cold. So once again, I'm just looking at the hang tag here. It's Runterra Bio, features 37.5 degrees technology. Biodegradable polyester, which we'll get into in a minute. Supima cotton, odor resistant, thermoregulating, breathable, and vapor management. So 70% Supima cotton. So Supima cotton, Supima is a little bit longer staple than regular cotton. It's not really discernible to every person. It's typically, because it's a stronger fiber, longer in length, it allows the spinner to spin a finer yarn and maintain the integrity or the strength of that yarn. So that is the advantage to Supima or Pima. To the everyday casual wearer, I don't know if you're really going to feel a difference in it, other than, once again, finer yarns will feel nicer, silkier than say your heavier bulky yarns. But regular cotton leave the yarn a little fuzzy, and that might feel even nicer or softer. So it isn't always just when you see the word Supima mean that it's something wonderful. But it does have a price that goes along with it. Then the biopolyester. So let's get into that a little bit. So in this polyester, basically what they do is they take volcanic ash and they mix it into the polyester while it's liquid before they extrude it into fiber. And then that volcanic ash works like it's basically charcoal. So it's very porous, like you could think of it like a lava rock. It's very porous. So if any of that is exposed on the surface of that polyester filament or that polyester fiber, that will trap moisture and could also potentially trap odor. So you have your odor control. Normally odor control is done with some kind of chemical, a metal ion that neutralizes or kills bacteria on contact. Bacteria are what causes the odor, because the bacteria on your body eats at the sweat as you sweat and give off a gas that you smell. So if you kill the bacteria, you don't generate an odor. In this particular case, we're allowing the bacteria to proliferate, and we're trying to capture the odor in the volcanic ash rock. So it does have a capacity. It can be filled, so to speak, where then the odor would then just kind of continue on afterwards beyond what the fabric's capability of trapping it is. It does recharge itself after every wash. Now the what they're calling bio features, where it's biodegradable, it's a claim they make. I know in several fabrics that we offer through Aurora, we can add a chemical to polyester that allows it to biodegrade much faster than normal polyester. Regular polyester could take 400 or 500 years to biodegrade. This chemical added allows bacteria in to help eat the polyester and break it down, and in a landfill or floating in an ocean could dissolve within 4 or 5 years. So there's no way for me to really check that. I have to take their word for it that it's there. It's a very expensive test, has to be done in a lab, and obviously it takes several years to conduct to see if you get the result. So anyways, the things we can check, it's cotton poly shirt, so cotton tends to shrink. We want to check that, make sure we don't have a problem. We'll look at the construction and just check to see how it fits. The brand of this garment, and I forgot to mention that, is Janji, so Janji. I believe they are a running apparel company. The shirt is made in Vietnam. It's not made by us at Aurora. Maybe they'll watch this video and contact me afterwards and we can talk about that with them. But anyways, I'd like to show you the construction. It's pretty cool. And then, so we'll switch to the overhead cams. Stick around. This should be a good one. Okay, so here's our shirt. Basically, the front of the shirt, nothing special. Looks like a typical running shirt, or T-shirt, should I say. Heat seal here in the neck, made in Vietnam, size extra large with their logo. Care label in the side seam. Once again, 70% Supima cotton, 30% biopolyester, the 37.5 degree biopolyester. Where it's interesting is the back of the shirt. So here we are in the back of the shirt. We have, first of all, this very interesting shoulder seam, which comes in underneath the armhole. So it's kind of a modified raglan sleeve. A raglan sleeve, normally you would have front and back. This seam would cut into the armhole, and then you would have the similar one in the front, which we didn't. So right now what you basically have is the front panel comes over here, and it goes all the way as like one piece, part of the sleeve itself. They chose to top stitch and cover this seam here to the corners. And we'll look at that again one more time. But normally this stitching here with the piping over it is just to cover down the edge of the rib collar. It's for decorative and reinforcement, but mostly decorative reasons. And so here, this part of the rib collar, where it's not covered from the inside with piping, is exposed, and it kind of just doesn't look nice. And it could roll up or down. So anyways, I would have considered taking this piping up into the corners of the neck there, not coming down this way. But that's basically a design choice for appearances. The bottom hem is just a regular cover stitch, so nothing to see there. Here in the back left corner we have this reflective logo. But like I said, that most interesting thing is just that arm construction. And here once again you can see the piping that I mentioned. It leaves this part of the collar exposed, the rib collar bottom raw edge here, or they cover it with a stitch, but still I think it would have looked prettier to take the piping up this way. This is like a flat lock seam, so it's kind of covered in itself. Anyways, let's see how it fits. We'll take a couple measurements real quick, see how it fits, and then we'll wash it and check it again after wash. So first the chest, and wow, 49.5. I would imagine the sweep is similar. And then let's check the center back length. 28 and 5/8, 28.5. So 28.5 by 49.5. So we'll check those two measurements after wash, see what we get. Let's fit it real quick, and then we'll fit it again after wash. Okay, so this is what the shirt looks like on. Basically a loose fit for me, maybe a little big on me. We'll see after wash. Here you can see that shoulder or armhole feature that I mentioned about the front kind of overlapping onto the back and coming in under the armhole, and just what that looks like. And it's a nice feeling shirt. It's a lightweight. It's probably about 110 GSM, so very lightweight. It's comfortable. I hope that it doesn't shrink too much in the wash, and because if it doesn't, then this is going to be a great shirt for me. So anyways, let's see how it does. We'll stick around, and one last time we'll double check the measurements. We'll fit it and sum things up. Okay, so here's the shirt after wash. So to just get a little bit of an idea of what happened, if anything at all. The appearance is nice. So the shirt is laying flat, didn't wrinkle up, didn't pucker anywhere. So I would expect that it, as well as going to measure. So let's see, center back length. We're right at 27 3/4. So we lost about 3/4 of an inch there. So that was quite a little bit. It's right at there, approaching, I guess, with 4%, 5%, 4%. The chest, we're at 48. So, right? Yeah, almost 48, a little shy. So also there we lost 1.5 inches. So, okay, so this is the shirt on after wash. And I think it fits perfect. Was a little loose at first for even an extra large. I think now it's kind of really where it should be. For me, it's okay in the length. For a taller person, you might need that extra inch that we lost. But overall, I think the shirt fits fine. That unique sleeve seam that we have is really cool function. So you have the biodegradable polyester, which is really nice to know that you're not hurting the environment by the clothes that you wear, and so you're being earth friendly. Anyways, I have lots of options for biodegradable polyester and biodegradable nylon at Aurora, and if that's something that your company wants to pursue, it's a great feature to offer to your customers. Reach out to me and we can talk about a presentation. Otherwise, those of you watching my video for entertainment, like, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up if you can, and I appreciate you very much. Look forward to seeing you in future videos, and continue to dress smart. Take care.